Well, howdy everybody. It's Hellcrex here, just doing another army on parade. It's not very much. It's my Demons of Khorne army. Not a lot here. It's another one of those neglected armies of mine. I started kind of building it up back in the heydays of 7th edition 40k when demons actually were fairly decent. So I started working on them to make them a decent sized force, and then 40k was discontinued, so there's no more Warhammer 40k. So I decided to, well, box it up for a while. But now that fantasy's back, so maybe someday 40k will be back. But here we go. Let's just get stuck into it. All right in the front here, I got a couple of my heralds of Khorne here. This is basically the herald that goes on the blood throne over here. So it's the same model here that you find this guy here on the blood throne. So if you, which means I have a few more of them, I can actually put them on square bases if I want to. But I got one herald here and another. This was my skull taker here of Khorne. And it's not even focusing. Focus. Okay, it won't focus. I don't know what's going on here. Now it focuses. Give it. Alright, so those are my three heralds I have. One on a blood throne and two on foot. So I think Skull Taker's still a, well, maybe not. I think they got rid of all the named models and the Demons of Chaos with the new Legends style. So it just becomes a herald now. And then we have a couple Demon Princes. Now this is my Demon Prince here. When they made these things, they didn't have wings, so those are a pair of dragon wings on his back, so it worked halfway decently. And then we have this herald or Demon Prince here. He sort of was acting out as my what do we call it? If he wasn't a Demon Prince, it could be my Bloodthirster. I don't have a Bloodthirster, a large one. I do have a Bloodthirster, but you know, it's over here. It's the old metal ones, you know, still on the square base here. I have no idea why this thing will not focus today. Go figure. Makes no sense. Oh, now there, focus. Okay, so that's my old Bloodthirster, the small scale Bloodthirster. So it is a model that will work as a Bloodthirster because it is one. So go figure. Then troop wise, I do have 3 units of 18 or 17 rather. And I started painting this unit here, and I never did get finished with it. I still have obviously a whole bunch of them to go. I was just like block painting a bunch at one time. So I do have an 18 and 18 or 17, and there's, well, this one could be unfinished. Basically a 19 and an 18. But I do have over here a couple more sprues of, which has the banners, because this has a banner here for that unit, and then I got one more banner. So I could have 2 units of blood letters, you know, big large units of blood letters, or a couple 20s if I wanted to with banners and musicians and stuff. So got that. And then this is like one of the leader types, you know, he's holding up a zombie that's been mutated, chopping him to pieces. So a little bit extra there. So I got that. Then we have the Blood Crushers back here, unit of 9. Blood Crushers. Yeah, they're all, everything you see is on round bases because this was being built up for I don't have all my bloodletters that were on square bases. My brother got when we were playing Demons of Chaos, and well, since his house burned down, I don't know if he still has them. So that's one issue I have. Because back in the day when you had the Chaos Army, the Warriors Chaos Army, you know, demons and stuff were part of that army, so you could have demons with them. But then they split them off into their own little group. And it was kind of an army that got kind of neglected. But I do have the Blood Crushers. These are recent things. It probably about 8 years ago I started painting these things up. So I have those. And then we have the Cannons of Khorne. There's 3 of them. This is your firepower you have in the game. I have those. I do think I have one more box that can be done up as a cannon or a blood throne, but I probably will never get around to doing that because, you know, with 3 cannons, those are pretty expensive. And really, heralds, you don't need very many heralds now with fantasy. So I got one on the blood throne and I have a couple on foot, so there's really no need for it. So I'll probably put that up on eBay and just get rid of it. Maybe put it towards another box of bloodletters, put them on square bases or something. But there is, you can buy the movement trays, I think 5x5, so you can put 25 on a block, and they'll have, you can convert the round bases into square. So they have little holes, round holes, so you just move the movement trays that way. So that's probably one route I'm going to go instead of trying to rebase everything. Too much work. You have to go hunt down bases, and then, you know, right now they're still just glued on, so it'd probably be fairly easy, but I think it's just easier to go with the round movement trays that convert to square. And then I have my universal soul grinder here. He's painted up in Zinch kind of colors, but, you know, it's a soul grinder, you know. So if you're playing Demons of Chaos, easily it's just a soul grinder. That's all that matters. Just the basic GW plastic one. That will maybe someday I will get a 50 or not? Is it 50 or one? I think it's a 100 by 150 rectangular base that goes on. So I might just get one of those, make a base diorama, and then maybe glue it on there or magnetize it. Figure that out. It's the same way with these. I can always put, you know, a piece of metal in there and magnetize a square base on those things just to have them that way, or some type of movement tray for them to convert them out. All right, so that is it. There's not much, but it is my Demons of Khorne army. So when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, you put all my demons together, there's a lot of demons. A very large demon contingent. So that's the one thing. You don't have to just go one alignment. You could have, you know, let's say if I want to play a 5,000 point game of demons, I got plenty. I think I probably got about 7,000 or 8,000 points of demons easily. So even though Nurgle's my largest contingent, and then I think it's Zinch, then Khorne, and then Slaanesh is my smallest one. Now, what would I do with this army to add to it? Probably finish off those bloodletters I got over there, and then maybe add a bloodthirster, an actual, maybe get a large bloodthirster. Just the same way with having a large Keeper Secrets for my Slaanesh. You know, it's kind of nice having a very large model that can be used as your greater demon. All right, so that is it. What I'm just to let you know, what I'm currently working on is, if you watched the Musty Wargamer show the other night, I am working on my vampire counts. As you can see, there's a lot of vampire stuff over there. I got some hex rays. I got some 40, 2 units of 20 skeleton warriors. Way over there, you can see there's a couple. What do you call it? Corpse carps. I have a black coach. And let's see, there's a wraith. Yeah, so yeah, lots of good stuff on the table. So, and I do have a bunch of 40 ghouls and crypt horrors and vargheists over there on the table, ready to be worked on. So that's it. That's everything that's currently being working on. Fantasy is kicking into high gear around here. All right. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share it, friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Hellcracks out.